Hello from gardening at Douentza here in Ireland, and it's the 30th of June today, so it's time for another exciting instalment in our serial, A Year in the Life of the Cherry Tree Border. Now, as you can see, this end of the border that I'm focusing on at the moment is the one of most interest at this point in time. This border is really a spring interest one. So down here at that end, this has plants that did well earlier on in the season, and now, you know, the best it can do is just look tidy, leafy, green and neat. And that's what the epimediums are doing and the heucheras. And it's not yet time for the hydrangeas to come into flower and give it a burst of colour. The cherry tree itself has a rose climbing up through it, and this is a vigorous rambler called the Rambling Rector, which is a great name really, whatever that rector was doing, rambling around the place. But I've planted this up through the tree just to give it a bit of interest after the flowers have gone. Here, just beside the hardy orchid section of the cherry tree border, the Arisaema are beginning to poke up. And this one is Arisaema costatum, one of my favourites, a really lovely one. Dangerous looking. Epipactis gigantea is looking good at the moment though. Just coming into flower and almost in full flower. And you can see that these are very, very pretty little flowers. And the Roscoeas are coming too, including this tiny little black one that I grew from seed a little while ago that just will not focus. Okay, anyway, when we next come back to the border, these should be in better flower. And up the top here, the Meconopsis nepaulensis is really looking good. At my open days, everybody was asking after this one. Now, I have two plants in flower at the moment. This is one of them. Oh, look at the blue Meconopsis over there in the background. We have blue Meconopsis as well. So I've got two Meconopsis nepaulensis in flower, this lighter red one and a deeper red one over here. So you can see that there's quite a bit of variety within the one species. And up here at the very top of the border where the fairies seem to be moving in, we have, well, some Begonia Red Undies leafing up but not yet in flower, and the Arisaema. So beside the little house, which is absolutely dwarfed by these giant Arisaema. This is Arisaema consanguineum, and I'm proud to say that I grew this from seed a few years back. It flowered for the first time last year, and some of these are the silver variety and some are just plain consanguineum, but he's a handsome divil. So that's it for the cherry tree border in June. It's its off season, but there's still stuff of interest in there, and that's the trick, I think, of any good planting. Sprinkle a few bits and bobs in there that are going to get people talking and looking, even at the season when that border isn't of interest. Thanks very much for watching. Please do subscribe and check back next month when we get the July instalment of this video. You can also go back and see the instalments from March onwards up until June of the cherry tree border. A year in the life of. Thanks very much. Bye.